Hi everyone, it's Angela. Just wanted to update everybody on what's been going on and how I'm doing. I'm trying to do more videos. I know it's still a long time, but I think I'm better at how long in between videos this time around. So just to make sure we're all on the same page, I am 31 years old. I live in Illinois, and I had my gastric bypass surgery on July 28th of 2014. When I started my gastric bypass journey, first going to the doctor and showing my interest, I was at a highest weight of 265 pounds. Then through the whole bariatric process and getting approved for surgery, I dropped weight, and the day of surgery I weighed in at 245 pounds. So I am now almost 9 months post-op, and I can't believe how fast time goes, because I was looking at my videos from the beginning and just looking at the difference in how upset I was about how weight wasn't coming off and how discouraged I felt, thinking that I made a mistake with the surgery, that it just wasn't going to work for me. So almost 9 months post-op, I just went to the doctors and I weighed in at 145 pounds. So that is a total loss of 100 pounds since the day of surgery. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. It's amazing to me. And the problem that I have is that when I look in the mirror, I still see myself as needing to lose weight. And that's something that I think is just a mental adjustment that I'm going to have to get used to. Seeing myself as beautiful and actually seeing me at a healthy weight. I've had my struggles, I've done the good stuff, I've done the bad stuff. I'm pretty sure I've shared all of it with you guys at some point or another. As many of you know, it wasn't that long ago obviously, but I was afraid to eat. I was afraid to gain back the weight. I was afraid to stretch out my stomach. And I still have those fears, but I'm trying to get over them. The other day, I completely freaked out because I ate and it seemed like I could keep eating and eating and eating and not stop, where I just had to stop myself. And I don't like that feeling. I don't want to have that feeling. And in hindsight, was I eating that much? No, it wasn't that much, but it's more than I think I should be eating. So just trying to make sure that I keep everything into perspective, make sure I'm eating appropriate portions, and if I'm going to freak out, make sure I'm doing so rightly and not being absolutely irrational. I'm not going to be able to survive on a bird diet. I need to make sure that I take in enough nutrients to make my body actually function as it's supposed to. And that in itself has been a huge learning process for me. So yes, I weighed in at 145 pounds. What I like about my weight, I like the clothes I can wear, I like how I look, I like how I feel, I like my confidence. What I don't like that I still miss food, certain foods. I don't like that there are times when I go out and I'm with friends and I still get questioned about how much I eat. There are times when the waitress takes my food and says, "I'm so sorry you didn't like it, let me get the manager." And I was like, "No, it was good, I just can't eat that much." Um, I don't like how weak I feel. And some of you are like, well, you just need to eat more. But that's not what I'm talking about. I have strength, I have energy, but I'm not able to do things like I used to be able to do. And I'm working on like lifting weights and walking and toning. But when you're 265 pounds, you have a lot of body weight behind you, so you can accomplish things that you really don't think about, like opening a heavy door. I used to push and then use my hip and my body weight to open the door. And I mean, that's just how it was. Now, I don't have that extra weight behind me. So the other day I was with my boyfriend and we were leaving the eye doctor's, and the wind was blowing really hard. And I was pushing, but I couldn't get the door open, and we were laughing, and he helped me out, and he was like, you gotta start working out, Angela. I was like, oh my God, it shouldn't be that difficult to open a door. But I mean, just things like that. What else is going on? So to facilitate eating correctly, I've started to make little lunch boxes for myself. And I was making them a week ahead, but I was finding that doing it a week span at a time leaves too much time for things to go bad. Not really go bad, but not taste as fresh and great as they're supposed to. So I'm making them at like 3-day intervals, pretty much. And in them, I have measured out perfectly portion sizes. And I'll have like a hard-boiled egg, a meat and cheese roll, yogurt, things that are going to be higher in protein, lower in carbs. Think like bell pepper sticks that I can cut up, fruit, things like that. So it's easier for me if things are already done. So when I'm hungry, I just go in and pull out a box, and that's it. I'm not stuck. I'm not stuck sitting there making my meal at the time, because I find that if I have to go in the kitchen and prep everything just to eat it when I'm hungry, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go for something that's easy, or I'm just not going to eat. And neither one of those are good options. So there we go. I will do a video on making the boxes. Or at least that's the plan. I don't want to commit myself to saying that I'm going to do a video on making the boxes, because with me, you never know if I'll actually get around to it. What else do I have going on? Tea. So, can I tell you, tea. I hate tea. I hate going to the dentist. I hate the fact that I'm 31 years old and I'm trying to fix this thing in my face. So I've had braces now going on 3 months. Before then, I had to go get all of my fillings filled. Excuse me, that made no sense. I had to get all of my cavities filled. And, sorry, my hook and my braces is rubbing against my mouth. And it's annoying. So, anyway, braces. So I had to get all of my cavities filled, and then I got my braces on, and then the other day I woke up with the worst pain on my back molar on the bottom. And I was actually going that day to get my braces tightened to get the bands changed out. So while I was there, I told him, hey, you know what? I'm having really bad pain. It's really bad with hot or cold liquids or food. And they were like, oh, well, that's not normal. I was like, okay. So I thought maybe the band was too tight or something was wrong. They're like, no, it wouldn't do that. So they did an x-ray and they were like, oh crap. I was like, what? Like, you have got to go to the specialist and you've got to get a root canal. What? Excuse me? Like, yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go right now. We gotta make you an appointment. They can fit you in right now. You gotta go because you can't lose that tooth. We need it for anchoring. I'm like, okay. So apparently what happened is that a filling that I got was a deeper filling. That's just part of the crap I have from not taking care of my teeth until 31 years old. But one of the fillings was deeper, and it was okay until things started to shift. And then once everything shifted, it's not the same now. So I had a big like hole underneath the cavity that was already there, and it was causing pain to the nerve. So they had to do a root canal, but in order to do the root canal, they had to take out my wire. So now I just have brackets stuck on my teeth with no wire. And I called the orthodontist and I was like, hey, I was in for my appointment today and we really didn't get anything done because I had to go get a root canal. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, so can I come get my wire back in? They're like, well, we only see our patients once a month. Yeah, I understand that, but you saw me and we didn't do anything to take out my wire. And they're like, yeah, well, we can get you back in on May 5th. May 5th. Well, yeah. Okay, so I have to wait 3 weeks to get my wire back in and get my bands back on so that all of this work that's happened isn't completely lost, because my teeth can shift now because there's not that pressure holding them where they need to be. And I'm probably just spazzing out because I'm a spaz, but I can see a difference in my teeth. They've already started, like these have already started to straighten out. And if I go back, I'm going to be really frustrated. 2 years I've got to have these on. I don't want them on any longer than 2 years. So that's where I am with my teeth, trying to get everything fixed. And I'm so envious of the people I talk to, like, oh, you know, I've never had a cavity. My teeth are just naturally straight. They're naturally white. And I don't have that luxury. I have terrible, terrible, terrible teeth. As a matter of fact, I am going on Friday to have another filling put in to another cavity. And since I've got my braces and I've started this whole taking care of myself bit, I have the best dental routine I've ever had. I brush at least twice a day, more than that because I get food stuck in my brackets. I floss. I have those dental brushes and I go in between each tooth and I floss and I wash with mouthwash and I'm swishing, I time it, everything. And I'm so getting damn cavities and I don't understand, and it's so frustrating. So that's my spiel about the mouth. So next week, no, it's 2 weeks, now I'll get the top braces in, I'll have the filling, and hopefully that's it for dental problems, and the rest are just fixing and straightening and everything else like that. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Personal life. Things are still going great with Steven. We are getting closer. We are sharing things. I finally showed him pictures of myself before surgery, which was something I was really nervous to do. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want him to see me that way because since we met, I mean, I was heavier when we first met. but it was still after surgery. So I don't remember where I was in December, but I think I was a size 12 or 14. I think more on the 14 side. And since then, I think I've lost another 30, 40 pounds. And he's been really supportive, but he actually told me the other day, he goes, you know what, Angela, I think you're beautiful. You don't need to lose any more weight. You need to maintain where you are, and you need to work on building muscle so that you are healthy as you can be. And he's right. That part of me always says, well, you know what, it's always good to lose weight, but there's got to be a time when you're done losing and you're maintaining and you're taking care of building up strength and doing what you need to do. Yeah, so I guess 16 minutes in, I'll do a body shot because I normally do. I have on just a skirt and a shirt. I am currently in a size 8, 6, 8, somewhere around there. I think more on the side of the 8 than the 6. It depends on where I go for clothing. Yeah, so I'll show you me. So this is me. I just have on a baggy shirt. This is my back. If I lift up, as you can see, I have a loose skin still, but I don't think it's that bad. It's starting to firm up a little bit. And then the back. My thighs jiggle a lot. They need to be toned up really bad. And then, I don't know if you can tell with this shirt, but I have this. It's getting smaller. So, I mean, that's always a good thing. It could be a lot worse than it actually is. I was really afraid that I was going to have, because I had very big chins, I was really afraid I was going to have extra skin, like, hanging down around here. Yeah, so that's me. I am going to start doing more videos on a different channel. I'm not sure what the channel is yet. I just want to get into doing more DIY and other videos like that. So I will let you know once I get that up and running. It's going to take a little bit of planning and everything, but I think that would be a fun thing. Projects that I'm working on, quilting, knitting, I do all of those things, and it's something that I want to get busy with and sharing with everybody who is interested. So yeah, as always, thank you so much. Thank you to my new subscribers. I hope everybody is doing well, and I will check in soon.